everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Michelle Gill Newton, and I am a ball of energy. So I need some energy back from you. So I need everybody to stand up right now, wherever you are. And I just want you to do that big stretch, because I know we all had some food to eat. We had a little snacky snack, and we need to wake ourselves up, because this is very important what I have to share with you. So I don't want you to fall off and nod off and miss out on the information. Okay, is that all right? All right, now we're all awake. Okay, great. So as Cheryl said, my name is Michelle Gill Newton, and I am an author, a motivational speaker. I am also an entrepreneur in direct sales for, over 10 years. But my most important job is I'm a wife to a fabulous man. I'm sorry, ladies, he's off the market. We've been married for almost 18 years in July, and I'm also a mom too. So that's my most important job. So today I wanted to share with you, and I wanted to thank Cheryl for her invitation to come back. And I feel like I'm the only one that brought props, because I have some things to help you stay motivated and reaching your goals today. But today, I'm just so happy to be here again. I realized when I was driving up here, this is my third time speaking at the Journey to Success, and I said, wow, I won't get lost anymore, because I am a pro now how to get into Fordham University. So I'm so grateful and humbled to be able to be back here to share with you. Our last Journey to Success was 6 months ago, and I was actually getting ready to have a lumpectomy. I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and so can you imagine, you have this thing looming over you, but I knew that I had to be here, and I knew that I needed to be in front of the room and to share with people. And that wasn't one of the things on my goal, just so you know. It wasn't one of the things on my goal for 2014 to go through a journey like that. But you still have to press through, no matter what you are going through. And I want to encourage you, because some of us have the dual plan. We work a full-time job and also work a business. But some of us are entrepreneurs 100% of the time, and that was me. So you can't call off when you're not feeling well, or when you're, going through treatment. I still had to push myself further. And so for me, I was able to connect and still be on social media and still talk to people and take a selfie when I was headed off to treatment. So I'm happy to say that I am cancer-free, 100% cancer-free. Encourage all the women, and I've made it my dedication that whenever I say a message, I'm going to encourage women to go have themselves checked, because for me, early detection made the difference for me to be standing here. So I'm just so happy to be able to reflect back and say what a difference 6 months made. And so when we think about our goals, I want you to think about, where will you be in 6 months' time when you come back to the next Journey to Success? Because we're going to have another one, Cheryl. I know we're going to keep this going. So where will you be? Have you reached your goals for yourself? And a lot of times I think people get intimidated by the goals that they set, and they say, okay, we'll use, for example, we're going to lose 10 pounds. And we are on fire come January 1st. I am not going to eat any more of those cheesecakes, and my husband's not going to bring that ice cream back into this house. I am losing that 10 pounds. And here we are now. It's January 17th, and I'm about to go home and have me some Haagen-Dazs ice cream. So we have to stay motivated in the goals that we set. And so that's really what falls off when we're not staying true to what we need to do. So I wanted to give you some of my tips that I have to help me stay inspired and help me stay on target with my goal. So let's see here. The first thing that you need to think about is, when you set a goal for yourself, is what I call the change formula. And if you have a notepad and pen, I want you to write down this formula. And trust me, I was never the kid in school that liked formulas. Remember that in science class? Oh, I'm sorry, our science teacher is in the room. I forgot. just did not like the formulas. But this is our change formula. It's D times V times P has to be greater than. Remember, the greater than was the big, like eating the thing. What was that? Pac-Man. It's like that. C. So D times V times P has to be greater than C. And D stands for the dissatisfaction of the status quo times your vision. V stands for vision. P, it means you have to press on where you are at your certain level. And then C is your change. So those things have to be, the change has to be greater than what you're afraid of not doing. You have to be dissatisfied. You have to say, you know what, Michelle, oh my gosh, I've got to make this change in my life. And you have to keep on pressing forward for it. Because if it's not greater, you won't change. There won't be any motivation for you to change. So you've got to look at your own self. And you know how people say you're sick and tired of being sick and tired? Well, if that's you, you've got to make a change in your personal life, but also in your business life. If you're not meeting the people that you need to meet, you know what? You've got to get back out there. You've got to go to events like this. You've got to pour back into yourself and pour back into your business in order for you to reach that goal that you have for yourself. Now, we all know, does everybody know when you're setting a goal, what a SMART goal is? Everybody knows? Okay, good. So SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relative, and time sensitive. So we've learned to set our SMART goals, but now we need to do the things that's going to keep us motivated towards reaching that goal. And you know, one of the great things that I say to myself, and I say to some of the people that I coach, is that you have to invest. A lot of times with direct sellers, you know, we shared a lot of information about network marketing, direct sellers. You have to stay inspired in your business. That, to me, is the most important thing. You can be the best salesperson in the world, but if you don't pick up the phone, ooh, a fire? Okay. So
you're just that hot.
Yes, I put the fire. If you don't pick up the phone, you know, if you're not inspired, if you just sit there and you watch, you know, The Bachelor again, and I mean, how many times can we watch The Bachelor? It's the same show, they just, you know, refurbish it with a different hot guy. You know, how many times can you just keep on doing that? You're not going to get the change that you want. So you have to really take that time to say, you know what? No, I'm going to push forward with what I need to do. So you have to really, really set your target. And I said, work on yourself. So I have a very good person, wonderful woman that's in my life that bought my book. It was in 2013. I met her at an event, and she went right to work with my direct seller secrets to staying inspired, and she read it in a weekend. I'm not going to look at her. She's in the room, but I'm not going to look at her in case I don't want to embarrass her. But she went and did the work. And what inspired me about when being an author, when people give you feedback on your book, the wonderful thing is that you've been able to touch someone and you've been able to encourage someone. And so for her to go and do the work and then to see what manifests in her life and in her business over the year of 2014, I was like so happy. I was so touched. I was so inspired because I got to see what happened to her because she did the work. We have to do the work for ourselves. So a lot of times you may say, okay, I'm going to focus on my business, meeting new people, but what do you have stopping inside of you from doing that? What are you telling yourself? The things that you are saying to yourself. No one's going to want my product. Nobody's going to listen to me. Oh, I'm nervous when I speak in front of people. Whatever you're saying to